Hey guys, what's up? How you doing today? I am the Robsters, aka iRobbing, aka Rob, and today we're gonna do a Clash Royale video, not a stream. Wow, that's so exciting because I haven't been on the internet in forever. I am going to do a deck review. Now I've got a lot of questions about, oh, I want to know how to use this deck because I see you've been grinding it before with this deck. Yes, I recently have gotten number 124 in the world all by myself, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And that was using this, not this deck. Shh, we're not using that deck. This deck right here is the one we've been using. So that deck is for another time on another day. But this deck indeed is the one we have been using for that grind, for that push and whatever. So my goal is to kind of show you how to use it in a way. I'm not an expert at it. I'm still learning it myself, so I'll learn with it as long, as we go along the way. I'm going to show a few replays and then we'll cut into a live battle and see what we can do, and yeah, let's get to it. So a lot of people have been asking me, okay, is this deck good against poison, giant poison? Because everyone's using giant poison. Everyone and their mother's using giant poison. Yes, it is, but you gotta know how to play it. This is the formula of the giant poison, which is very interesting, actually. It's a very interesting deck. You got the Furnace, the Giant, the Musketeer, the Prince, the Minions, the Rocket for that extra damage, because he's gonna get chip damage on that one side. So as you can see, the Furnace is doing, as soon as he put his Furnace down, I'm gonna send my Hog the opposite lane just to get some chip damage. Now, I got scared here. I was like, oh crap, I put my pump down. I didn't know he was gonna put anything down. So I decided to put my Ice Spirits. I had to zap. I had to put my skeletons here to distract those minions from getting any chip damage on my tower. They're going to do like 1 or 2 hits, so I was okay with this. Yeah, they got about 2 hits, but now I'm able to cycle back through my pump. This deck is about cycling to your pump, so at the second half, you'll be able to, spam Hog down one lane. So right now, he's doing chip damage on that one tower. I'm kind of like, oh, come on. And then he throws a rocket. I'm like, okay, he's throwing a rocket. I got to get to that other tower as soon as he throws it. So that way he has nothing really to defend. So he's going to put his barbs down. I'm going to have to poison those barbs. I save my poison for the barbs. Sometimes when he puts a pump down, I usually save my poison for that, just in case. You really want it to, it's not really a good trade to put poison against pump because, it's still going to get you about 1 or 2 hits or whatever. So I put my Inferno down just to distract those Fire Spirits because they've already got 1,000 damage with them plus the rocket. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. That Inferno Tower would take care of it. I didn't know he had the Giant at this time. He hasn't placed his Giant down yet. I didn't realize that. So the fun thing about this deck, though, is you can cycle to that Inferno so fast. So I see he put down the Musketeers. So now I'm just going to cycle little troops because I think he's going to put down a Prince. Yep, there's the Prince. And so I'm like, okay, so he's just going to do this one push again. And then here it comes, the Giant. And I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? See me swapping through cards. So I had to zap everything. I put my Inferno down. See how fast I cycled through that Inferno? I cycled through that so fast. And since I got pumps down, I was able to cycle all the way to my cycle all the way back through some skeletons. I was able to spam troops. It was amazing. So I decided to put down the poison for some value right there on the Furnace, on the barbs. I had to zap those barbs, just to make sure that they don't get any extra damage. Now we're kind of low on elixir, but again, we still have a pump down, so we got a little bit good headway going on here. I decided to push that other lane because he's going heavy on that one lane. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my I can't talk. My Inferno down. That Ice Spirit can take out minions. Ice Spirit and Zap combo takes out minions so well. So pretty much he had no time. I was able to spam my Hog down one lane. So that's the beauty of this deck. If you make a mistake, you're pretty much set. You know what you're doing. You're gonna be set. So if you're like, oh crap, I missed my I put my Ice Spirit in the wrong spot. I need to cycle back to it. Just spam Zap, Guards, Ice Spirit, Skeletons, and then you can do it again. That's a total of 7. That's 7 elixir. So literally just keeps, and you have a pump down already. So you just keep cycling 7 elixir, 7 elixir, 7 elixir if you need to get back to the Ice Spirit. So it's handy. It's quite handy. So I'll show you another match against the Giant Poison. And we're back with this match. This match is a little different. It is a Giant Witch deck. It's so weird. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with every other deck. And I'm going to put my poison down. Or poison, I said pump down. Wow, I cannot talk today. I guess it's just a problem with me. So we're gonna just sit around here, wait for some elixir to gang up. I don't know what he's gonna put down at first. Usually he's going to put down a Musketeer, but see the placement of that pump? That's like the worst placement ever. And the Musketeer placement was pretty bad too. So I decided to wait it out and poison both the Musketeer and the pump for some value. I should have zapped her there, but I didn't. I was pretty bad. So I decided to put the Inferno down just to tank some shots from the... He decides to zap that, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't zap the Musketeer, so I'm like, oh, crap. I gotta use my guards to take out everything, and it does quite well. So now I'm able to cycle back to my pump again, and he's gotta make headway or something. He's gotta put a pump down, too. So he's gonna put a pump down at the same spot. Odd. And now I'm gonna do what we call a pig push. Now, the pig push is gonna bring the hog all the way to the far edge, so it's gonna skip the pump. Shown here. I wait for the Musketeer to come up, and then I poison the pump and the Musketeer. Don't poison just the pump by itself unless there's a troop inside of it. Otherwise, it's valueless. It's just the worst. So I'm going to go ahead and be like, oh crap, he's using a giant poison. So now I'm going to use my Inferno, but he's got to my Inferno pretty fast. So I have to use my guards to take out the Musketeer, and then I use the guards to finish up the remaining damage for the giant. Now the giant poison's taking out my guards pretty well, so I had to put my pump down to cycle to my skeletons, which was pretty bad. So now I'm pretty low in elixir, and he's pretty high in elixir, but we have 2 pumps down, and he has none, so we're gonna get that elixir pretty much back. So now he's gonna put a pump down. I'm gonna put a hog down as soon as he puts that Ice Spirit down as well to stop any supporting troops like the mini Pekka or whatever. Unfortunately, I didn't pig push that time, so the hog did go to the pump, but it took it down, and unfortunately, no hits on the tower. I'm sitting there in awe, wasting elixir. I gotta put the Inferno down to get that giant out of the way. Now, this is where things go a little wrong. I was a little... what's it called? I didn't realize how much damage a guard could do, so I zapped everything, but look how much damage that guard does. And like help with that stupid giant. I was like, come on. So now I gotta defend a tower that's 330 health. Now I put another pump down, so I'm just gonna keep pumping all day long. Look how fast I cycle to my hog again. He's gonna poison. That's a wasted poison pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a pig push over here and poison. He's gonna put his witch down, but too late. I'm gonna zap and kaboom, that tower goes down. I cycle so fast to my hog, and that's the beauty of this deck. You can cycle so fast to your hog if you get pumps down and you take out theirs. They'll have no elixir to defend the hog. You're going to have so much elixir that all you can do is just cycle back to that hog. So let's go ahead and live battle, and I'll try to talk and so you guys can think what I'm thinking. Again, this deck shines against Giant Poison. It's pretty bad against minor cycles, so we'll figure it out.